Crisis series. In episode 1, we looked at 7 reasons why the world will not come to an end on December 21st, 2012. In episode 2 and 3, we explored the validity in using Revelation 20 verse 12 to teach that the world was going to come to an end by carefully comparing it with the chronological order of events clearly outlined in Yahweh's words. Join me now in episode 4 as we look at how we should interpret the many secular prophetic sources and rare anomalies slated to take place in 2012 and beyond, as well as what Yahweh's next great appointment is for planet Earth. I will be sharing with you from the life of Joseph principles that you can employ to minimize the effects of what is about to unfold. I will also be sharing with you 5 spiritual perimeter alignments that confirm why 2012 is going to be a year of crisis. Do not leave your screen. You are watching Torah for Life. My friends, it has cost us dearly to make this presentation available to you. We have lost 5 cameras, both to damage as well as to theft, 1 external hard drive, and I have personally done this recording more than 7 times, losing it to both power failure and damaged tapes. We believe that this is an attack by the enemy because of the potency of the content of this teaching. As a result, we have decided to make this teaching presentation series available free of cost to our online viewers. But friends, we do need your financial support in order to continue this work. Please prayerfully consider becoming one of our partners. You can donate directly to us by visiting our website at www.torahforlifetv.com and clicking on our link Tithe and Offering. Or you can mail us your tithe and offering or special gifts. Our mailing address is Nation of Israel, Hurlock Main Road, St. James, Montego Bay, number 2 PO, Jamaica. Thank you.
Exploring the ancient foundations, seeking for the old path. Join Rabbi Marlon Hurlock as he seeks to raise up the foundations of many generations by repairing the breach and restoring the old paths to dwell in, unraveling truths that have been reserved for this end-time generation. This is Torah for Life.
Register now for an exciting experience at the Israel Institute for Torah Studies, a 3-year discipleship program designed to deepen your understanding of the Hebraic roots of the scriptures and strengthen your relationship with Yahweh. This program is offered through correspondence so that you can pursue it anywhere you are and can be started at any time, while affording you the privilege of working at your own pace or speed. For more information about the Israel Institute for Torah Studies and how you can register, please contact us at the address following this insert. To register in Israel's Institute for Torah Studies or to get a copy of this or any other of our teaching presentations, you can call us at 1-876-363-4034 or 1-876-472-6675, or you can send us your email at torahforlife1@gmail.com. That's TORAH, the numeral 4, LIFE, the numeral 1@gmail.com. Or you can visit us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Torah for Life, or check out our website at www.torah-for-life.com. TorahForLifeTV.com, where you can watch tons of videos. Right now, let's join the service that is already in progress. Shalom, friends, and welcome to another exciting edition of the 2012 Impending Crisis series. We are in part 2 of episode 4, and our topic is the spirit of the dreamer. I want to share with you lessons from the life of Joseph that will impact you and change the way you listen to the media. You know, we are challenged by Almighty Yahweh to be the spiritual watchmen in the nations that we reside. We have a responsibility to blow the shofar to warn the nation as to what is happening. But many of us don't even know what walls we should be on or what we should be looking for. I want to share with you some very important principles from the life of Joseph as we approach these end times. Tools that will prepare you for what is ahead. I also want to share with you principles on how to prepare physically for what is about to take place based on Yahweh's calendar. You know, though Joseph had the dreams, the timing was in Yahweh's hands. And so Joseph had a number of dreams that he saw came into fulfillment. But until those dreams came into fulfillment, Joseph had to do just like any one of us. He had to wait until their fulfillments. And so it says in Genesis 41 verse 1, and it came to pass that at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. And so during these 2 full years, Joseph was in prison. Joseph had dreams and he saw himself in position of influence, but until that time came, until the fullness of time, Joseph had to go through the testings that were designed to bring out certain qualities in him. And so he had to stay in that position that looked static, that position that looked like a failure. But while he was waiting, a process was maturing. And so Psalms 105 verse 19 says that until the time that his word came, the word of Yahweh tried him. Until the time came for Joseph's dream to be fulfilled, the word of Yahweh tried him. And so, friends, I want you to write down this very, 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 very important point. The thing that I want you to write down is that when you get a word from Yahweh, write it down. My friend, this very simple principle is going to change your life and ministry. You know, many times during the time of our life when we are on a spiritual high, Yahweh speaks to us and gives us some very valuable words. The thing though is that many of us do not write down these words, and one of the reasons why we need to write down these words is because there is going to come a time when the word that Yahweh gave us will have to be tried. The funny thing about it is that during this time when the word is being tried, very often we tend to forget the word. And so at a time and at a point when we need encouragement the most, we don't even remember the word. And so many times we fail during that period of testing. What comes to my mind very clearly was when Yeshua spoke to the disciples and he told them over and over again what must befall him in order to fulfill the scriptures. And they did not write it down. And during the time of Yeshua's impalement, when Yeshua died, many of them lost faith and were discouraged. And the word says that after Yeshua rose from the dead and after they began to meet with him, they remembered all these things that Yeshua said unto them. And so many times Yahweh gives us words, and the word is designed to prepare us for the testing that we are going to go through. And so the process that a word of Yahweh goes through is very important. The process is the point that the word is given, the point for the words to be fulfilled, and right between those 2 points is what I call the period of testing. And so from the moment Yahweh gives you a word until that word is fulfilled, that word will have to be tested. And so that's one of the first principles that I want you to learn, because a lot of you maybe in that testing period, you can recall that you've gotten some awesome word. And when you are going through that period of testing, it's also funny that it is at this point that there seems to be no one that you can relate to, no one that will give you an encouraging word, no one that will support you. And friends, that's the reason why I want to encourage you that it's best to write down every word that Yahweh gives you. If you can, it's good to date them. And sometimes when those words are being fulfilled, as you face new seemingly unsurmountable situations, those fulfilled words will serve as a source of encouragement for you to hold on. And so as I go into the teaching now, I want to share with you a legend. I want to give you the keys to understand the lesson that I'm going to teach now. And so a legend is a key, and the key has what we call symbols. And so if you don't understand what the symbols are and you try to read a map, and so when you look on a map has a legend, and if you look at that legend, the legend will explain to you what are the symbols that is on that map. If you don't understand what the symbols are, then it's going to be very difficult for you to navigate yourself through that map. And so it's going to be very difficult for you to navigate yourself through this teaching if you do not get this legend. And so here are some key things that I want you to remember, that I want you to write down, that I want you to take hold of, so that you can follow us through this teaching presentation. Well, Pharaoh is equal to Babylon. So whenever you hear us talking about Pharaoh, it is equal to Babylon. When you hear us talking about Joseph, it is equal to a son of Yahweh, or the sons of Yahweh. Whenever we speak about Nebuchadnezzar, we are talking about Babylon. Whenever we speak about Daniel, we are speaking about the son of Yahweh. And you are going to understand more as we go into the lesson. And so Babylon always has dreams, but it's up to the sons of Yahweh to interpret it. The dream always affects the populace, and so Yahweh declares through Babylon, but he interprets through Israel. And so here's where the legend comes in. These were the similarities between Joseph and Daniel, Pharaoh and Nebuchadnezzar. As we look at the life of these two sons of Yahweh, these two brothers, we realize that Pharaoh had a dream, and the dream that Pharaoh had, Joseph had to interpret it. We realize also that Nebuchadnezzar had a dream, and Daniel had to interpret it. And so what we need to see in this is a very important principle, where Yahweh will declare through Babylon, but he interprets through Israel, or through the sons of Israel. Yahweh declares through Babylon, but he interprets through Israel. Please try to follow me. So Pharaoh is equal to Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar is equal to Babylon, Joseph is equal to the sons of Yahweh, Daniel is equal to the son of Yahweh. You are equal to the son of Yahweh, and so we need to identify what is Babylon. And so Babylon is the media that is around us. And so Yahweh will declare through the media, but it is incumbent on the sons of Yahweh to really spiritually interpret what is coming through the lens of the media. And so two reasons why Yahweh declares through Babylon. One, the world listens to Babylon. Friends, the world listen to CNN, NBC, BBC,